The Battle of Badr, 624 CE, is one of the most significant and pivotal battles in early Islamic history. It took place on 17th Ramadan, 2 AH, March 13th, 624 CE, near the town of Badr, located 80 miles southwest of Medina in present-day Saudi Arabia. This battle marked the first major military victory for the Prophet Muhammad and the early Muslim community, solidifying the nascent Islamic State's position in the Arabian Peninsula. The Battle of Badr arose from the escalating tensions between the Quraysh tribe of Mecca and the Muslims of Medina. After the Prophet Muhammad and his followers migrated from Mecca to Medina in 622 CE, the Hijra, the Quraysh, who had previously persecuted the Muslims, continued to see them as a threat. The Quraysh were particularly hostile because they feared that Muhammad's growing influence would weaken their political and economic power in Mecca, especially their control over the Kaaba and its associated trade and pilgrimage routes. The Muslims in Medina, on the other hand, were consolidating their position, and part of their strategy involved intercepting Quraysh caravans that passed near Medina. These caravans were crucial to the Quraysh's wealth. Muhammad hoped to weaken their economic power. In early 624 CE, Muhammad learned that a large Quraysh caravan led by Abu Sufyan, one of the leading figures in Mecca, was returning from Syria. He gathered a small force with the intention of intercepting this caravan. However, Abu Sufyan, aware of Muhammad's intentions, changed his route and called for reinforcements from Mecca. A large Quraysh army was dispatched to confront the Muslims. This set the stage for the Battle of Badr. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the Muslim forces, led by Prophet Muhammad, showed strong determination. The battle began with individual duels, a common practice in Arabian warfare, where champions from each side fought to set the tone for the larger battle. Ali, Hamza, and Ubaidah ibn al-Harith emerged victorious in these duels, killing several Quraysh leaders, which boosted the morale of the Muslim forces. After this, the battle escalated into a full engagement. The Muslims were strategically positioned with their backs to the wells of Badr, ensuring they had access to water, while the Quraysh forces faced the desert heat. The Quranic narrative, which Muslims believe, describes how angels were sent by Allah to aid the Muslims in battle. According to Islamic tradition, this divine intervention was a key factor in the Muslims' eventual victory. The Quraysh, despite their superior numbers, were overwhelmed, and many of their leaders were killed, including Abu Jahl, a staunch enemy of Muhammad. The Battle of Badr ended in a decisive victory for the Muslims. Approximately 70 Quraysh soldiers were killed, including many of their leading figures, and 70 others were captured. The Muslim losses were relatively light, with only 14 men martyred. The Quraysh army was forced to retreat to Mecca in defeat.